We used that word a
It is
lot
all
the other day.
about content.
Gotta have content. Today, January 6th, 2017.
It is National Cuddle Up Day. Perfect for the weather that's about to hit the South. January is typically some of the coldest days of the year, so what better way to stay warm and reap the health benefits than cuddling with someone that you love? Whether it's a tree dog night, a night so cold it takes 3 dogs to cuddle up just to stay warm, or only slightly chilly, there are multiple benefits to cuddling up with someone you love.
Oh, this is so sweet. Now, are you a cuddler?
I don't mind cuddling, but after a while, you know, you start to get warm, and your skin starts to get a little sweat, and
Your
like
feet
sweaty
start
and muggy,
getting-
you know.
yeah,
So it'd be
move
like, all right, scoot over. Brenton is not a cuddler. Brenton is not a cuddler. He's like, look.
He run far away from you.
He's like, and it's so funny because, you know, I'm still trying to hold him as my, you know, keep him as my baby, and he's just like, all right, Mom.
Hey, last week, Ellen DeGeneres said, hey, Kim Burrell, we don't want you on the show. And then just the other day, gospel singer Kim Burrell has another cancellation, and this time it's a permanent one. Texas Southern University's radio station KTSU yanked her weekly radio show off the airways in response to her now viral anti-LGBT sermon. Earlier this week, Burrell had an appearance on Ellen canceled for the same reason. Now, she was supposed to appear with Pharrell Williams out of that DMV to promote their song, I See a Victory, from the soundtrack to the movie Hidden Figures. Instead, Pharrell flew solo and didn't shy away from talking about the controversy. He said there is no space, there is no room for any kind of prejudice in 2017. At the same time, many see her sermon as discriminating against gay individuals. Once again, Pharrell gave us some perspective. Whether you hear some sort of hate speech and you feel like it doesn't necessarily pertain to you because you may not have anything to do with it, all you got to do is put the word black in that sentence, or put gay in that sentence, or put transgender in that sentence, or just put white in there, and all of a sudden it starts to make sense to you. Now, at what point
Pharrell
did they
is
not?
from Virginia.
Yeah, I said DMV.
No. This is
Oh, he's not
different.
DMV. He from
No,
Southern Virginia.
He is from Virginia Beach.
Oh, okay.
We
Too
gonna
far
claim.
south.
We gonna claim our peoples. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Y'all can have him.
Right.
Y'all can have him. But he
Thank
showed
you.
tap dance away from Kim Burrell, though.
Would you have?
I mean,
Had
it's Kim Burrell, though.
Had I? Okay. All right. So say me. It was me and you. Would you have been like? The thoughts of Joy Pearson are.
No, I probably wouldn't have, because I know how strong you are in your views, and I would not tap that. I would say that's the way Joy feels. That's
I get it.
Yeah, I would. No, please don't say that. Please don't say that. But now him tap dancing away from that, like I think it was. I don't know. Whatever.
What do you think, Roy?
I actually think that, you know, he's doing the right thing for his brand, and I think sometimes you have to separate yourself from mediocrity. Even if you might have an opinion, sometimes it's just best not to really list it at certain times. And I think that Kim might have been speaking from her heart, but she really was in the right place to do that. And I think you have to be careful in today's world. You don't want to offend anyone because it's so easy in, you know, the society that we're living in now. A lot of things going on up there, and so, you know, let the people on the hill do their thing, and, you know, you
Right.
do your thing, so.
You do your thing.
So
right.
it does make a difference, like you have to, when you're in that limelight, you have to turn off who you really are sometimes, bro.
I say, you know, you should stay true to your brand. I mean, but you have to know how to tell your story, and still stay true to your brand. So that's why we always say, like, hey, why? You know, is it really worth you saying that? If you feel that way, but does your company feel that way? You know, it's just like y'all. You know,
Right.
You could get out there and say, hey, I think X, Y, Z. Michael could be like, I think A, B, C. And it's
Right.
like, well, let's talk about that behind closed doors. We don't really need to do that right now.
I was gonna say that's not the content we want.
Right, exactly. You
Well,
know,
shout out to
point.
Pharrell, and I heard that song. The movie comes out today, Hidden Figures, so
Great
I'm sure
song.
you'll get, you got a chance to see it last night, right?
Yep, saw it last night on behalf of one of my clients, Ed Club Atlanta. Rashawn Ali hosted. Great event, great movie. You will leave feeling inspired. Women, men, and children. Great story. So definitely check it out.
Did we get invited?
I was gonna say I missed it.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
it's
did
in the
too.
email.
It's probably in an email somewhere, you know.
Hey, Roy will send a matrix of appointments.
Man, what?
Hey, be careful what you delete from him.
bing, bing.
Hey, when we come back, we got your birthdays and shout outs. You can give us a call at 678. You know what? Still, we ain't calling nobody. We don't call us.
We'll
for your
shout you
birthday.
out.
Well, yeah,
We
we
got
will.
you.
It's Michael and Joy in the morning.
Let go.
It's Michael and Joy. It's Michael and Joy. It's Michael and Joy.
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, and father of 5. I'm also an expert on drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids, and there's silly drama like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
And leave the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ed Council.
Okay, so 5 tacos of cheese and a large soda. That's $10,012. Please drive around.
Wait, 10,000 what?
It's obvious you're buzzed and driving.
I've only had a few. I'm fine.
Yeah, the food's $12, but getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Please drive around. Actually, just park and come in.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Great leaders aren't born. They're made, and not just anywhere. They're made in special places by special qualified trainers in places like the Academy of Creative Coaching. The Academy of Creative Coaching is an international certification program with courses in health and wellness coaching, spiritual coaching, relationship coaching, executive coaching, life coaching, and cultural competency coaching. Courses are online, hybrid, or face-to-face. The Academy of Creative Coaching is empowering coaches to empower the world. Make a positive change in yourself and the world. Go to academyofcreativecoaching.com.
What's up, sis?
Nothing. Just sitting here reading about HIV in Atlanta and its surrounding areas. Did you know we're number 8 in the nation?
I know.
You need to get tested.
Nah, I don't get down like that. I'm good.
But you are a ladies' man. You don't know who they're with when they're not with you.
If I need to get tested, so do you.
No, I don't. I'm married.
True, but you don't know who he's with when he's not with you.
Oh, you got jokes. He's not like that.
Fact is, no one really knows what their partner is doing or who their partner is with when they're away.
Well, I'll get tested if you get tested.
Cool. Where can we go?
This article I'm reading says the Lifeline Project of CSB does free HIV testing. Let's go there.
Lifeline Project, here we
The
come.
Lifeline Project is a SAMHSA grant. For more information on free testing, please call 770-499-2422 or visit us on the web at www.cobbcsb.com.
If you're looking for that ratchet, you're in the wrong place. It's the nation's urban internet station, Sensation Station Network.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com is the website on this Intuition Friday. And my man Roy, we're going to be talking about the super teams and putting those super teams together because you hear a lot of big-time celebs and all those good people. They always talk about the team that they have around.
course.
You know what? It's funny because you look up 10 years ago, that team be looking totally different than the way it started off. You know what I'm saying?
You might not have the same people around.
Right. You get older and you mature. You know what I'm saying? Today is January 6, 2017.
And today on this day in 1999, the 106th U.S. Congress opened. The first item on the agenda was the impeachment proceedings of the U.S. President Bill Clinton. The trial was set to begin. Dun, 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 on this day in 1999.
Hey, does that sound familiar? Because 45 said the first thing he gonna do when he get in office is what? Get rid of this Affordable Care Act. They always got an agenda when they come in there.
Exactly.
And somebody should have been checking with Marsha Blackburn's Twitter account, too, before she posted. She's a Republican congresswoman. She didn't get the results she was hoping for in the Twitter poll she posted on Tuesday, posting a question about Obamacare. The poll asked, do you support the repeal of Obamacare? Retweet if you do, and share what you want to see as a replacement. Well, out of 8,000 votes that were cast, guess what? 84% of them said no. Oops. So whatever y'all doing up there in D.C., I hope you got a replacement. Reggie B, get the dough. Saying Reggie downstairs. He over there trying to play Steven Spielberg.
Get all that good footage.
Jerry's in the building. What up, sir?
Hey, Jerry.
Man, welcome to the show, Jerry.
Thank you very much.
Last time I saw you, man, we was in the Lowe's parking lot, and Reggie was sweating, asking me to start the car. Like,
So about that.
Michael, start the car. Now, how you doing, man?
I'm good, thank you.
Good, man. Where you from originally, Jerry?
Originally, I'm from Ghana, West Africa.
Oh, okay, nice. And now you're in Atlanta. You got a new series that you put together, Dining with Strangers.
Yes, Dining with
That's so
Strangers.
cute.
Dining with Strangers, I came up with that idea maybe 2 months ago.
Okay.
I'm a teacher full-time, and I also part-time Uber driver.
Okay.
So the idea came about when I meet certain customers. I get into these interesting conversations like we just had earlier,
Right.
like a few minutes ago about the Kim Burrell situation.
Uh-huh.
And I find myself allowing people to say what they feel, how they feel, and not caring and not trying to interject what I think into their opinions.
Gotcha.
So when I do that, I learn a lot more.
Right.
Because I could say, well, you know, we get into these conversations, and days later, I still think about those conversations.
Right.
So I figured, you know what? Maybe I could do something like Taxi Cab Confessions.
Okay.
But I decided, you know what? It's better to just bring it somewhere so people feel more comfortable. So
Okay.
I try to take it into a restaurant.
There you go.
Because
So, yeah,
people always love to talk when there's food involved.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So I started getting people to sign up as passengers.
Okay.
I tell them the idea, the concept, and they enjoy it, they love it, and then they sign up. So I pay for their meals, I pay for their drinks,
Okay.
and I just lead them with a topic.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I
love
try
that.
to get four people to connect at a local restaurant. I solicit restaurants that wants to participate. I get the people to meet up, give them the format. They sit down. They'll have to pre-order their food before they get there, so there's no way. Then they get into a conversation. They introduce themselves. It's the appetizer portion.
Okay. So it's 3 stages.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. We're gonna talk about those 3 stages. Don't spoil
That's
it yet. We're
so
gonna talk about those 3
cool.
stages. Yeah.
So I mean, we're technically still strangers, like me and you.
Oh yeah, most
Right.
definitely.
So in other words,
Trying to
I
get
could
a
get
free-
in on
she
that
trying to
meal.
get a free meal.
I was gonna say, there's
all
4
of us.
people right here, right?
Right. Good. I ain't eat this morning either.
ready.
Awesome. Let's go. Now we're gonna talk more with Jerry. Jerry, what you teach, Jerry?
Health and PE.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Still can't climb that rope in that gym class.
I don't even think they had them tests. Remember
Oh, they
tests
don't do it
back in
no
the day
more?
where you had to do
Physical
physical fitness tests? You had to run that mile, do them pull-ups,
Do that stretch.
V-sit and reach. Ooh, Lord.
Jesus, be rich.
Hey, if you got a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Birthdays are being brought to you by my man Sean Crenshaw. Sean Crenshaw Ovation Cologne. You can cop your bottle of Ovation Cologne at SeanCrenshawINC.com because every man deserves an ovation. Celebrating a birthday today. Happy 23rd birthday to Jameis Winston, quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He turns 23 years old today. Julie Chen is 47. She does one of those Big Brother. She's the
Okay.
host of Big Brother. Roy? No?
Big brother. Right.
It's something else she does too, though, but Big Brother just came to mind. Peter Guns, the
Hey.
reality show dude.
AKA. I don't know.
You know how old he is? 50. He turned 50 years
And he
old
just
today.
had a baby like a year ago.
Oh, did he really? Wow, 2 years ago. Hey,
Had like 8 of them.
turning 36 years old today. Mike Jones.
Mike
You
Jones.
supposed to say who?
Oh,
Remember that?
I
Mike Jones?
forgot. All off.
We
Okay,
ain't
let's do
rehearsed
it
that?
again.
All right. Turning 36 years old today, Mike Jones.
Who?
Mike Jones.
You so silly.
Also, Tiffany Pollard. Tiffany Pollard, she was from the Flavor Flav.
AKA New York.
Oh, her name is New York?
Yes.
Oh,
You
okay.
remember with the Flavor Flav? She had them eyelashes.
I was trying to remember, like, it said, I think she did a show called I Love New York. But I'm
Yes,
sitting
that
there.
was after.
After
it was
Flavor.
her spinoff.
Spin-off. But I was sitting there thinking, well, what was her name on the show? And I'm looking at I Love New York.
You looking at Tiffany Pollard like right in your face. Wonder what her name was.
Also, Eric, 45, is 33 today.
Lord.
Eric, 45.
I don't know. Mm-mm.
Who do I call 45? We've been doing
Eric Trump.
Yes, he is 33 years old today.
Man, this ain't no Scrabble game.
Dominic Sue has a birthday today. And happy birthday to Gilbert Arenas. He turns 34 years old today.
Out there balling. Happy birthday to a few Facebook birthdays. Happy birthday to Dondrea, Nicole, Odge Banks, Toya Stevenson, J.R. Spencer, Anthony Rice, J.T. Battles, Archie Morgan, and Patrick.
Oh, I also got to say happy birthday to photographer Donna Purnell.
Yes.
She did my first
Miss Donna, happy
ever
birthday.
photo shoot. Happy
Miss
birthday to
Donna.
her. And then my girl Stacy Evans up in D.C., my Southview crew.
Stacy.
Happy birthday to Stacy.
birthday.
We're going to see if we're going to call Stacy. Wake
Cool.
her up.
And if you're celebrating a birthday, happy birthday to you from us, Michael and Joy, and Sensation Station Network.
Michael and Joy in the morning at michaelandjoy.com. It is a Intuition Friday here on the Michael and Joy in the morning show. When we come back, we're going to talk with my man Jerry. We talk about dining with strangers and see if we can get this crew dining with strangers and talking. It's Michael and Joy in the morning.
It's Michael and Joy. It's Michael and Joy.
We getting it in. Vince Lombardi once said that it's hard to be aggressive when you're confused. Some of us think that taking our lives to the next level, both personally and professionally, is a confusing and complicated process. Guess what? It's not, and I can prove it. My book, Truisms, will show you how living your life by rules that are so self-evident and obvious, you'll say, I knew that. This powerful yet short, detailed bestseller is on sale right now, under $10. Go to michaelmcfadden.com. That's michaelmcfadden.com, and let Truisms help you to the next level.
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, and father of 5. I'm also an expert on drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids, and there's silly drama like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
And leave the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ed Council.
I am an American soldier.
I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place finish first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined. Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
And so a new American industry has been born.
Sensation Station Network.
Michael and Joy in the morning. michaelandjoy.com is the website. Today is January 6th, 2017.
Whoop, whoop. And on this day, Nancy Kerrigan was clubbed on the right leg by assailant at Cabo Arena in Detroit. 4 men were later sentenced to prison for the attack, including Miss Tanya Hardin's ex-husband. Oh, she was down there like this. She aggressive.
Hey, and you got to eliminate the competition. Hey,
man,
Tanya Hardin was like, I can't win with Nancy Kerrigan skating.
I can't win. And you know what? I think that was probably a cuddle session between her and her husband, and she didn't really need for him to go do that. But the good thing is that he's an ex, and she didn't have to do no time for it.
She was like, baby, look, I need this gold medal. Because you know this trailer park, they getting ready to put us out.
She was just like, if we could get on the Wheaties box, we'll be straight.
Look at Roy. Roy looking at me shaking his head like, Michael.
Michael.
Friday.
The thoughts of Michael McFadden are not the thoughts of Sensation Station Network.
You ain't got my back?
I said the station. I got you.
IntuitionATL.com is the website. My man Roy is hanging out with us. Well, we're talking about that super team and putting that super team together. Tell us about the super team and the components.
Sure. So your super team is made up of 4 people. You have a goal coach, a failure coach, a mirror coach, and an encouragement coach. And honestly, I always say keep people around you who are going to hold you accountable no matter what. They really know you. A quote I heard, last week in church, it was have goals so big you feel uncomfortable telling small-minded people.
Right.
So when you really think about your goal coach, that's someone who's going to keep you accountable. They're going to help you set new goals. Your failure coach, someone who's going to help you see when you've missed the mark and hold you accountable, again, for your actions. Your mirror coach, someone who is not afraid to tell you the truth. So Michael and Joe, y'all might be each other's mirror coaches. Not to tell you the truth. This person is not afraid of you, and they would keep you moving at all times. And then finally, your encouragement coach, someone who is absolutely in your corner no matter what. At the right time, they know when you're down, they call to lift you up. And those are the people you want around you, so that as your brand and your business grow, you can stay grounded to yourself before you, invite more people in. Everybody want to hire. I'm like, look at your team.
I'm
first.
like, hold up. It's only 5 coaches. It's too many on the team.
Right, exactly. Everybody has a role in a place.
Now, can some of those have dual roles, or do you suggest they're different?
Well, I mean, it's all up to you. I think that, once as you grow, you will start really being able to say, oh, she might be my failure coach and my mirror coach, and then eventually you'd be like, well, she's really more so my mirror coach, not my favorite. So you start, kind of segmenting people, but I always say, let them know. Don't sign them up for yourself. Let them know really who they are in your life. It's a great new year, Just say, hey, I want to shout out to my coach's staff, my staff, and my team know who they are, because I'm very transparent.
I need you to know your roles.
Exactly. Roles and responsibilities. I need you to keep me going. And really keep me encouraged at times, because you never know out here in this world. As an entrepreneur or just anyone, making your side hustle turn into some money, you need to make sure that you have the right people around you and you're feeding the right thing into your spirit and your soul.
That's what I'm talking about. Jared, we talk about building that team, man, and when you put the project together, Dining with Strangers, obviously you couldn't do it by yourself, and you had to have some people around you that, one, supported the idea, two, that probably could critique the idea and say, hey, you could do this, this, and this. For you, jumping into this business, how important is it for you and you building a great team?
Oh, well, good question. It was very important for me, because initially when I first thought about it, I called my man Reg. I've known Reg since we was kids.
Okay.
I trust his insight, because especially he's been in the type of business before, as far as like the way I wanted to take it. So when I asked his opinion, he said he liked it. So I took that inside, internalized it, and I decided to call one of our other friends. His name is Brian McDaniel.
Okay.
He's into film. So I called him and told him about it. He also liked the idea. Now, I wasn't really looking for people to say they liked it. I just wanted to get different opinions.
Like, look, I'm going to do it anyway.
That was the point, yeah. So when they told me they liked it, then we sat down, we talked about how we was going to try to get it out there like that. So initially, I went into getting the sign-up list. I had a ex-friend of mine. She's no longer part of the crew, but she also was part of the team. And now she had to do something else.
Got you.
Real quick, you said that she had to do something else. How hard is it to either put somebody off the team or realize that, we're friends, but this just ain't the environment that I need you to be in?
That's a good question, too. For me, it's not hard for me, because I'm a black and white person.
Okay.
I don't try to put too much gray in it or put too much feelings into it.
Okay.
It's for the betterment. I'm trying to look later down the line, not so much right now. Because if I make decisions right now, it'd be all emotion.
Oh, I know that's right.
I got to think it out, and I'll just make a decision right then and there.
Boy, so I'm not that person, am I?
Friday.
Intuition Friday.
Hey, Roy, let me ask you. Jerry made a point about, like, he has an idea and a concept, and he's not trying to get people to like it. He just wants them to see it. That's a great way to look at stuff, right?
It is. I mean, if you do your research and you know your idea is unique to you and it's your passion, I always say go forward, move forward. Don't let anybody, stop you with that. Just go forward and get the right people around you. And I always say with the team, don't hire anybody you can't fire. So that means your mama, them, everybody. Like, if you cannot fire them or say, hey, we need to part ways and still have a good relationship, that might not be who needs to be on your team. So really be selective and look at people's strengths and really hire experts to be experts and know that everybody has capabilities. We all have capabilities, but we're only experts in one or two things.
Man, 14 months ago, I wish I would have had that advice. Don't hire somebody you can't fire. Because I'm always ended up sending Joy text messages like, girl, you know I love you, right?
We'll go at it. At it like Chris Brown and what's that boy name?
Oh,
Soldier Boy. We go at it, and he like, man, I can't find another Joy with an eye.
Oh, yes, I can.
No,
I found her.
Yeah. ask Roy about it.
All right, I'm going to find that picture. I'm going to find that picture.
See if she can replace me.
Hey, when we come back, we're going to, let's play some Dining with Strangers. How about that? We're going to get a topic, and we're going to chop up a topic with Jerry here. And also, I got to ask Jerry, before all of the fame and all this good stuff, what was he doing before this? Because I'm going to tell you what I think he was doing this. Yeah, I'm going to tell you. When we come back, it's Michael and Joy. Right, it's Michael and Joy. Let go.
Michael and Joy.
Michael and Joy in the morning, michaelandjoy.com. It is an Intuition Friday. IntuitionATL.com is the website. When you first log on to the website, you very clean, beautifully done website. Roy, I understand, like, you like stuff clean. You don't like clutter, do you?
No.
OCD?
Yes, I sure am.
Called it. Now, you from Atlanta?
Yes, originally West Side.
West Side Doug High?
Yeah.
Shout out to that Frederick Douglass High School. I know you don't like when we say Doug High no more, do you?
That's what it's known for. Go Astros. Hey,
there you go. So I know we asked you last time you were here, like prior to this, where would you be working? Like cookie company at Greenbrier?
No, he
be
didn't.
the manager with all the keys.
Google me.
What crazy job you had growing up? Did you do the Six Flags thing?
I did the Six Flags. I was a yellow tag when I was 15 in that thing. Games and attractions, right there. That's what we all did.
You probably made more money than you made on your paycheck, huh?
I had a great time. Great run.
Slow down, Michael.
A great run.
Slow down, Michael.
Hey, Maceo had a new polo every day. Like is they paying that much at Six Flags?
Exactly.
I had a job like that. I had a cousin who owned a bar.
Okay.
And my tips were always better than my homegirl. And she was like, counting her money. I'm like, looking around like, Lala, did you need that double shot of Hennessy? Oh, I got you.
I used to work at Roy Rogers in Alexandria, and they would come in, and I would try to calculate the food in my head. They'd get two pieces. I'd be like, $7.43. Ain't hit nail button on the thing. $7.43. Well, sir, yesterday it was $9. Hey, you good?
Oh, so they ain't had that. You get a free meal if you don't get your receipt.
No, they did. They did. Now, Jay, I got to ask you.
That's hilarious.
Right now, you're a school teacher and you drive Uber. What would you be doing if you weren't teaching our youngins out there?
I'll probably be an attorney.
Oh, okay.
I'll probably be an attorney.
Man, you know what I was going to go with? A boxer?
Yeah.
I could
Boy, you know
totally see
boxer.
that,
Oh, yeah,
man. What? I could totally see that.
Like a Joe Frazier boxer. That's what I thought when I first seen him. I was like, that little smoking Joe Frazier in the building.
Smoking Joe.
Now, how many
Look
episodes
at him
have you
thinking
guys
out,
shot?
too.
No, right?
We've shot 2 episodes so far. We posted 1. The next
Okay.
we posted like maybe the second one, 16th of January.
Okay.
And we're shooting 2 more this Saturday.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank
Now,
you
some of
very
the topics. So, let's say, for instance, Joy, Roy, and I are sitting down at the table. Just throw a topic out there that you would have us discuss.
Okay. Knowing your personalities now, and you guys seem to agree on the same thing before. So let me give you something that y'all probably differ.
Ooh.
Why are there so many religions, and which one does God favor the most?
Ooh, okay, next.
I don't want to play that one.
I'm waiting on the appetizer. What appetizer? Set the scene before I start.
My stomach hurt.
Hey, y'all know I got to use the bathroom, right? I'll be back.
Which one does God favor the most?
Yeah.
I would say Christianity, but I don't know.
But you didn't answer the first part of the question.
Why are there so many?
Yeah.
I only know the one that I focus on.
Yeah, I think it's about kind of, like I said, what you let into your spirit and what you know. I think staying true to yourself. I think for me, as long as you believe in a higher power of some sort, you could think God was a wolf, and I'm like, okay, well, hey, whatever you needed to be, that's you,
Y'all
hey,
totally dodging
Yeah.
the question.
Yeah.
The reason I think there's so many religions is because society is based on segregation.
Okay.
Because we
Splitting people up.
separate everything. We separate
That's a good
parties,
point.
whether you're Democrat or Republican. We separate the white bathrooms from the black bathrooms. We separate the light-skinned blacks from the dark-skinned black, and it's all about segregating each other. And I think
But
that's
why do you think they
I
do
want
that?
everybody to be clicked up.
Over segmentation is with anything, though.
Yeah.
That's the game. Everybody wants to be in a group.
They want to
and-
identify
and
with somebody.
I'm this, or I don't wear black, so I'm about to be something different. Like it's like.
Do you think it's needed?
We all red over here. Like,
I would say yes.
I don't know if it's needed, because, my personal belief is that, Kirk Franklin got this song where he says, every niche. I really feel like it's up to people. I think we all will have a judgment day coming. And, hey, who's to say who's going to be at the gates? I know who I hope and who I pray that it is, but, you could think Mufasa is coming down.
From Lion King?
Yeah, they could think that,
okay,
and I'm
nice.
like, okay, well, hey, we'll be surprised,
Yeah,
but I
because
know, so.
you have to identify with who you identify
Right,
with. I know who I identify with. When I talk about who I identify with, I hope it doesn't, push anybody's buttons in the wrong way. But again, just like Roy said earlier, we're in that time where, if anything I say could alienate you or make you feel some kind of a way, and I can't live by not walking into my truth.
And
of
I
what I
think
believe.
now, like as we look at the society we're in now in 2017, now all of a sudden we're not as programmed as we were back in the day, because really if you think about a lot of stuff that we do, whether it's religion, your financial practices, your credit history, it's all based on what you were taught growing up. So now people are more open-minded and asking more questions now, where we're not just saying, well, grandmama said we're going to do this. Is now people ask the questions and challenge grandma and say, grandma, why did you say that?
And
well, they ain't
you
going to
can-
say that in her face, though.
And you could look up all this information now.
Now,
there's so
exactly.
much information that's just at at our fingertips. If you're not doing your research, then something is wrong.
Intuition Fridays here on Michael and Joy in the morning. Shout out to Roy, CEO of Intuition. You can check out the website, intuitionatl.com. We come back, we're going to tell you how you can check out the next episodes of Dining with Strangers. My man Jerry in here. We're going to see if he can go 2 rounds with me, too, because I know I used to box, right?
Oh, okay.
Michael and Joy in the morning.
All right, John Legend.
And so a new American industry has been born.
Sensation Station Network.
Hey, it's Michael and Joy in the morning.
It's Michael and Joy. It's Michael and Joy. It's Michael and Joy.
We getting it in. Lord have mercy.
And
If you're celebrating a birthday today, that was y'all stuff in the Philippines y'all had to do to get ready for the Army.
This is a morning show. We don't play those games in Sensation Station. It's Michael and Joy.
Michael and Joy in the morning. Michael and Joy.com is the website. Got to say good morning to Coach Oliver Adams, motivational speaker, life coach. You can check him out. His website, power2live.net. After serving 22 years for our country in the United States Army, he is now a highly sought-after author, business coach, and speaker. If you visit the website today, you can take the Power of Habits Challenge. Give up a bad habit for 21 days and see what happens in your life. Shout out to my man Jerry hanging out with us, his new show, Dining with Strangers. We having a great conversation going on behind the scenes. Also, today is Friday, and every Friday for the rest of 2017 will be Intuition Friday.
52.
Oh, 52 Fridays?
Yeah,
we're going to take
52 Fridays.
we're going to take some Fridays off.
Nope. No days off.
Nah, you the one asking about the snow playing this morning, bro.
I was going to say, right, do I need
That
to
was
call
last
in,
night.
stream in, you know,
Won't
get
do
my
no call
lovely
in.
head forward?
We won't do no call-in.
No callers, no callers.
Call Uber to come scoop you up.
I sure will.
Today, January 6, 2017.
It's National Technology Day. From the wheel to smartphones, technology has changed the world. And on today, January 6th, is the day to recognize those achievements and to look to the future of technology. So speaking of streaming in, shout out to technology.
Yeah, shout out to technology. Always want to have great content. You know, if you actually go to, do a shameless plug here, JoiStik.com, we got an intuition promo going. #intuition, #intuition2020. Check it out. Get you a percentage off. I'm never afraid to plug, and it's not shameless.
There you go.
I am not mad at you.
And shout out to this little 6-year-old in Texas. A Texas girl, her parents got one of those Alexias. She ordered a dollhouse and 4 pounds of cookies during the conversation with Alexia. She said, Brooke said, she asked Alexia, she said, can you play dollhouse with me and get me a dollhouse? The Amazon app logs the family conversation with the Gabby. She also asked Alexia, she said, Alexia, I love you. She said a couple of days later, they opened up the door and it was a $170 dollhouse waiting her on them along with 4 pounds of cookies. They said that they returned the dollhouse, but they kept all the cookies.
I bet they did.
They put that password on there.
Why they do her like that? She just wanted to live her dream.
I know that's right. She had $170 dollhouse.
Right.
Woo!
I wonder if you could walk in.
I know. Or whether or not they had the little miniature figures.
Right. Hey, shout out to the parents though. That debit card was on. It was ready.
Right. That's why you can't connect the two. You gotta put one with a card that's expired.
Right.
They gonna learn today.
Is this you?
Right. Exactly.
Is the money there?
Oh.
Sorry, little lady, you can't get that. Insufficient funds.
It's so amazing
With
now.
your order.
Right. That these younger kids have just figured out technology, and it's interesting when you see the flip side to some older people who are still like, how do I do this? They just can't figure it out. But you've got this baby who could. I told Brenton, I was like, teach Nona how to use her phone, please.
Exactly. Each one teach one.
Right.
I told you Malik brought his Xbox One home from college, and it took me like 19 minutes to turn it on and play a game of basketball. I almost got frustrated.
So this isn't the auxiliary cord? Oh, I need an HDMI cord?
Use your resources. Google. Come on now, man.
Come through, Michael.
I had to go.
So speaking of technology.
It's time to go to break. Shout out to the new camera that we got and stuff.
Man, I love it.
That thing got us looking so good over here. Looking like Amanda Davis on Fox 5.
Hey!
Michael Jordan the morning.
So about that. It's my glad joy. It's my glad joy. It's my glad joy.
We getting it in.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch. Or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie. But Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special. Sit down and savor. Marie Callender's, it's time to savor.
Great leaders aren't born. They're made, and not just anywhere. They're made in special places by special qualified trainers in places like the Academy of Creative Coaching. The Academy of Creative Coaching is an international certification program with courses in health and wellness coaching, spiritual coaching, relationship coaching, executive coaching, life coaching, and cultural competency coaching. Courses are online, hybrid, or face-to-face. The Academy of Creative Coaching is empowering coaches to empower the world. Make a positive change in yourself and the world. Go to academyofcreativecoaching.com.
JBT 700 Miami Circle 30324. It's not a chain, it's a chain reaction.
Invest $49 a month at a real gym.
For more info, go to facebook.com/Jeans
Body Tech.
Uncle Dan? Mom? Dad? If you store your guns properly, so not just anyone can get to them.
I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside. Safer when walking home.
Safer when my friends come over. As your neighbor, I'll feel safer.
As a school teacher, I'll feel safer.
We'll all feel safer.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. If you own a gun, you have a full-time responsibility. When you aren't using it, be sure it can't get into the hands of curious children, troubled teenagers, a thief, or anyone else who might misuse it. Remember, always, lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, Visit ncpc.org. This message brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, and the Ad Council.
People are always looking to invest in a good opportunity. So what if you could invest in the future of kids, like a stock? Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change, called Better Futures. With your investment, it helps students like me go to college. My name is Charles, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Hey, this is Antonia McManus, and you're listening to Real Talk with Michael and Joy.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com is the website. Gotta say good morning to my man John Silas. Silas Sports Shooter, where sports action is Silas's middle name. Just sports, baby. You can hit him up at silassportshooter.com. What up, Silas? Hey, last night I was checking out my partner Tawana's show up in D.C. They do a show up in D.C. And Joy, I did volunteer to send her a JoiStik.
Okay.
Because they needed it.
Okay.
Yeah, and Tawana, I don't know. My thing was maybe she didn't see it.
Okay.
That I said it. But I think she saw it, and now she probably heard it.
And the fact that she's actually on like live right now. You mean
so
Tawana Duncan? You mean Tawana Duncan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's all good. You got the PayPal.
She always bring it.
JoiStikInfo@gmail.com. Go ahead. The website is live.
Alexia, order me a JoiStik.
Exactly.
Hey, we're hanging out with my man Jerry. The new show, Dining with Strangers. You said you got 2 episodes that you guys are shooting this Saturday.
Yes,
And you know
sir.
it's supposed to snow, right? We're going to be snowed in, right?
Yeah, just in case it does, we have to be shooting it this following weekend.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Got that backup plan.
Got that backup plan, just like Roy said.
Right.
Preparedness.
Now, you think you can get us 4 on an episode?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Y'all want to do an episode?
Oh no. I definitely want to do an episode.
Yeah.
How willing have you had when you ask people, hey, this is the concept, this is what we've got going on, to want to work with you and sit down and help out?
Well, to be honest with you, not one person has said no. They wouldn't want to either watch or participate.
Yes. It's such a great concept. So, I mean, let me ask you, because obviously when you asked us that question, we were like, do we have to answer when we're sitting down at the table?
Well, no, you know what? No, be yourself.
Okay.
That's the point of it.
Okay.
Be yourself. Nobody could tell you. You could sit there and be mute if you want.
The whole entire time.
But somebody like me that's sitting
grits is
beside you,
good.
like, why are you here? If you want to sit here and not say anything, and then you react to that.
Right, and then that'll
like
start
you got
just.
something-
And
yeah.
again, when he talked about just organic content,
Yeah,
like it's
be
not
yourself.
scripted. It's just
you be you,
it just
I'll
happens.
be me, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Nice.
Obviously, there's no throwing food and no fisticuffs, but it's just
Right.
about expressing who you are as an individual, whether you are quiet, because somebody that watches will identify with you.
Exactly.
Roy, I'm gonna ask you, when we have discussions like that, and your brand, like you're a brand, like let's say most Americans that they don't do the kind of work that we do. You know what I'm saying? When you step into this business, you become a brand, and now you have to protect your brand. And we were just talking about with Kim Burrell earlier today. You got to be very careful with the words that come out your mouth. Is there coaching to that, or do you just learn on the fly?
I think that there are a lot of resources that you can do. I think it's first about like understanding kind of your love language and the way you can express yourself to different people and the words you use. But then also just your vernacular vocabulary, the words that you use. Because if I'm like, oh, you're supercilious and you don't know what that means, you think I insulted you, you don't know. You know what I mean? So I think it's really about educating yourself. I always say publicists are great. You could afford one. Not saying everybody should go out and get one, but just know that there are a lot of coaches that can help you. And sometimes it's just best to get someone else to write the story for you, because we all have strengths and weaknesses, and it's about really having somebody that can curate that message for you. So.
That's what I'm talking about. Intuition, ATL.com is the website. We're talking about putting that super team together. Roy hit on the people that you should have on the team. Some of the people that you shouldn't have on the team. Yes, man, in 2017. It's time for them to go. Or you still need them?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think, there are people that always give you, the false promises, people that will just be along for the ride. I mean, you really have to look at who you have around you. The I did it person, the person that's like, it's me, I did it, it's never we. I always say the wine with cheese. Why? Like, oh, we always have to do this. I mean, you don't want to work. And then finally, that Lone Ranger who's going to work on that island and build this island by him or herself, So it's really about thinking about the team and just you as a manager or as an owner of a company. You have to know and make sure everybody's down for the mission and the cause. But also when you're putting people together, think about those things because it can't be as sporadic as, oh, I'm going to have 4, people that don't know each other work on my brand. Like, oh, that's going to be interesting. So I think, it's really about that and just really having some true authenticity with understanding people, how they communicate, and, really being okay with that.
What interests you in this dynamic duo right here?
The energy, I'm all about energy, and when I feel like, hey, they know it, they like each other, let me jump in the middle. And,
and look at that,
right.
You're in the middle.
Yeah.
Hey, when we come back, we're gonna play some this or that. How about that? We haven't played that in a while. It's Michael and Joy in the morning. Who got that old school phone ring?
I know that's right.
Michael and Joy, leg out.
It's Michael and Joy. It's Michael and Joy.
Begin to dance.
You can get with this, or you can get with that. Or you can get with this, or you can get with that. Or you can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you can get with this, because this is where it's at.
Michael and Joy in the morning, michaelandjoy.com. Today is Friday. What is Friday, Joy?
Intuition Friday.
Intuition Friday with my man Roy. The website intuitionatl.com. You can sign. People can just come holler at you anytime, Roy. They need to set an appointment.
You can go to our website and, fill out that form, and a lovely team member will get back with you shortly.
That's what I'm talking about.
On Facebook, it'll tell you how long it takes people to get back with you.
Yeah.
Typically 24 hours, typically a week. Wait for it. That's not for you, though.
Nah.
No, he is immediate.
When we were doing the real estate, when I was doing the real estate thing, I used to teach the agents, stop saying on your voicemail, I'll get back with you at my earliest convenience, because it kind of chumps them off, like, I'll get to you when I can, blah, blah, blah.
And they be like, next.
Like, I didn't need you no way.
I just use the general message now. The lady just
Good lady that comes on.
Yeah.
Just leave a message.
You see how he tap danced around that question I asked him, though?
Which one?
About the dynamic duo.
Oh, right. He said, I just love the energy.
Okay.
Yeah, because that could be good and bad.
Nah. I mean, yes, but not in this case.
Jerry is hanging out with us today. His new show, Dining with Strangers. He's going to be shooting 2 new episodes this Saturday, weather permitting. If not, he already has his backup plan. They actually got 2. You got 1 episode up now, right?
Yes.
And how can they look at that one?
Go to youtube.com and type in Dining with Strangers as it reads. Dining with Strangers. Also, if you want to participate, you could reach me at info@diningwithstrangers.net. info@diningwithstrangers.net. Also, when you go to YouTube and you can subscribe and share your information, watch it, share, have comments. I want your comments. I need your comments. So therefore, if you think you can make it better, go to info and put your information in so you can participate in the next episode.
That's what I'm talking about.
Awesome.
This is a game that we play, Jerry, called This or That, right? So we know about your business. We know about Dining with Strangers. Awesome educator here in the state of Georgia. And you get folks around and Uber, get them to their destinations. But we just want to we want to hear from the regular Jerry. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that you like. So Joy and I, we knew you were coming on the show, like, what was it, Joy, like 4 weeks ago?
Like,
Yesterday?
24 hours.
Yeah, so we made some questions up this morning. And we selected the answers based off what we think you would say. Okay? Makes sense? And we keep score at it, too.
It's very competitive.
Wow.
Wow.
Stop it. Ah.
I get it.
What is the word? What do you say? Jinx, personal jinx. You can't talk no more.
No, that ain't gonna work. I'm not 5.
All right, so for instance, growing up in Ghana, right? Did y'all have y'all cereal in the pantry or on top of the refrigerator?
We didn't have cereal.
Oh, okay.
So, growing up in the United States,
You strike that one.
I was gonna say, because you said you've been here for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. So
the
growing up
first
in the United
question,
States.
When you pick up, it's 2 boxes of cereal on the table. One is Frosted Flakes. The other is Captain Crunch. Which one are you choosing?
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch. Bam. Michael in the building. All right, how about this one? Cheetos or Cheese Puffs?
Cheetos.
Bam. 2-0, Joy. You better
Come on,
step it
come
up,
on
youngin.
now.
Cheese Puffs.
All right, how about this one? Mexican or Italian? And we're talking food, not women.
Mexican.
Mexican. Would it change if it was?
Would it change?
If it was
I
women?
like rice. So Italian has too much rice.
So no pasta.
Yeah.
No noodles.
3-0.
3-0, yeah.
It's genetically made.
All right, here we go. Get Joy.
Should have known he liked rice.
Get Joy in the game.
Good Lord.
Lemon pepper wings or hot wings?
Lemon pepper.
Lemon pepper. Okay, Joy.
Okay, all right, here we come. All flats. Thank you.
All right, how about this one? McDonald's fries or Chick-fil-A fries?
McDonald's
Whew.
McDonald's
There
fries.
we go.
4-2.
On the board.
All right, here's one. Cruise vacation or destination vacation?
Destination.
All right.
Destination. 5-3.
Here we go. Don't call it a
This will
comeback.
change the game right here. Vegas or Miami?
Miami.
What?
Yes. Come through.
4-5.
Come through, Joy.
Look at Roy.
I'm from Ghana. I like the heat in the ocean.
Oh, well, no. I figured. No boats.
All right, how about this one? Grape Kool-Aid or red Kool-Aid?
Red.
Red, okay.
Yeah, all right.
So right now the score
5-5.
is 6-5.
Oh, you got that one right.
6-5. I am up by
Slow
1.
down.
Today, since it is Mike Jones' birthday.
Who?
Mike Jones' birthday. The bonus question is going to be worth 36 points today.
Woo, woo. Hey,
So,
he
you
said
just did
that.
an amazing episode of Dining with Strangers. You know what? You don't even feel like driving home after dining with strangers because it was just so crunk. So I hand you the trap phone, and the trap phone is around here somewhere. We hand you the trap phone. Bam. You up in New York. You know what that burner look like.
La, la, la.
And it's only 3 telephone numbers in this phone, right? But you can only call one of these people to drive you home, okay, Jerry? Who's driving you home? And this is for 36 points for the win for either one of us.
Come through, Jerry. Come on, come on.
He gonna say Reg. I ain't even give you the choices. Yeah, Reggie.
That's right. Know your team. That's right.
All right, so here are the three numbers that in there.
Reggie.
Right, here are the numbers. All right, is it Yo-Yo, Queen Latifah, or MC Light? Who's driving Jerry home?
Woo-wee. MC Light.
Damn! 36 points in the game. Yeah, I knew.
See, I wanted to do MC Light, but I always wanted it to be different from you. So I was like, maybe Yo-Yo.
Hey, Jerry, thank you, man, for hanging out with us today. Dining with Strangers, man. One more time,
Shout
tell
out
people
to
how
you.
they can check it out.
Well, you can check it out on YouTube, please. When you type in Dining with Strangers, you'll see a silhouette of Atlanta. Once you see that, those are the 2 episodes you'll see. You see a promo in the first episode. And also, if you want to participate, remind you, it's free food and drinks and conversation. Meet some new people you haven't met before. It's at info@diningwithstrangers.net. info@diningwithstrangers.net.
Hey, if you want to make productive changes in your life, whatever those changes may be, one of the easiest yet most valuable thing that you can do is to imagine that you implemented the changes. A year has passed and you failed. What went wrong? What unexpected events arose and swept you off your path? Which parts of your goals have you just been too hopeful to begin with? Now, it may seem a little negative thinking inherent to the pre-mortem work against the self-belief and confidence, but if anything, it actually works toward it. When you force yourself to become aware of all the things that could go wrong, you become more likely to take the necessary steps to ensure that things go right. So when you set out to make productive life changes in 2017, I encourage you to adopt a positive mindset and to do what you can do to nurture steadfast self-belief. But I also encourage that you to write a brief history of all the future disasters between endure the discomfort of the pre-mortem than the post-mortem. I know it's not more post-mortem, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's okay to negatively think because we want you to figure out to say, what could go wrong if I did this project?
You definitely have to think about the good and the bad. And you have to be okay with failure. Like, you'll never get to where you need to go if you just always tiptoe around that.
Exactly.
Like, I've had plenty of businesses.
Fail fast.
Fail fast and get back up again.
And what? Keep it moving.
And keep it moving.
I heard a guy on Tawana's show last night. He said, if you're going to fall on your back. At least you looking up.
Amen.
I thought that was pretty cool. Look at Roy.
We fall down.
Roy, best advice you can get to our entrepreneurs on this first Intuition Friday on Michael and Joy.
Just know your mission and make it plain with your vision. And I mean, I always say, trust the expert to be an expert because consumers do not buy or like confusion.
There you go. Website, intuitionatl.com. I'm sure we got something in our calendar from you that we meeting or something coming up. I'm
Monday.
sure that's there. Hey, I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Be safe out there, especially if you in Georgia or anyway metropolitan Atlanta. Did you say south?
Yeah, south because Virginia, North Carolina, Georgia.
It was snowing in New York too.
Everywhere. If you're on the East Coast, cuddle up.
Yes.
Cuddle day, yeah.
Cuddle up.
It's cuddle day. Thank you. Hey, have a safe and happy weekend, and we will see y'all on Monday. It's Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com.
It's Michael and Joy. It's Michael and Joy. It's Michael and Joy.
We getting it in.
Driving has a rhythm all its own.